Welcome to the Hardcore Closer Podcast. I'm Ryan Stewman, founder of HardcoreCloser.com, and this podcast is all about helping you, the salesperson, close more sales. And look, whether you're selling cars, homes, financial services, consulting, whatever it is that you sell, this podcast is dedicated to help you generate higher quality leads, increase your closing ratios, and show you how to charge premium fees for the items you sell so you can get paid what you're worth. What's up, Closer Nation? Welcome to episode number 109 of the Hardcore Closer Podcast. And I am so glad that you're here. If you're a first timer, be sure to check out all the previous episodes. Do me a favor, leave me a review on iTunes. Here's the thing. I'm trying to reach 300 million people. And so far, I've reached 95 million. I need your help. We're 1/3 of the way there. And the biggest impact that right now, we're like number 5 on iTunes in our category. And so the biggest impact on iTunes is the fact that it's hard as hell to leave a review on iTunes. I get it. They do that for a reason, because if you go through that hell and you do leave a review, then obviously you like the show, and it shows them that you're willing to go through the extra effort to leave a review. So go over there and leave me a 5-star review. It means the world to me. And before we get into this, I just want to say that I created a new podcast. It's like 5 minutes a day, and I want you to listen to it the first thing that you listen to. Like, roll over, pick up your phone, turn it on every single day of the week, 7 days a week. It's called Get Your Mind Right. The Get Your Mind Right podcast is now available on iTunes. All you got to do is just go over to iTunes. It's absolutely free. They're like 5 minutes. I think the longest one is like 7 minutes. And so they're like 5 minutes. You listen to one each and every single day. I keep adding content every single day to that podcast syndication. It'll change your life. Make sure you go and check out Get Your Mind Right podcast as well. It's the one with my picture. I don't know what the fuck those other people are doing with their Get Your Mind Right, the old one, but now we own that shit. We run the block. Yo, get the fuck out of here, right? So leave me a review on iTunes for this show, and hell, why not the other one? Here's an example. Pure Actionable Motivation, 5 stars by the one and only Cap'n. That's Cap'n, as in Cap'n Crunch. On March 9, 2008, it says, "Thank you, Chad Prio," which is a longtime client of mine, one of the first people to take a chance on me, actually, for introducing me to Ryan and the THC podcast. I find Ryan's energy, advice, knowledge, and insight highly motivational and thought-provoking. I also love Ryan's brutal honesty and no-holds-barred style. Glad to hear he put down the devil's lettuce. I just bought the closer cards, the ultimate inbound lead system, and I can't wait to put them to use on my own podcast, theprivatelenderpodcast.com. My goal is to change the way people think about money, and change the way they invest their money, and change the way people teach their children about money. That's pretty fucking cool, because our schools ain't getting it done, son. And with Ryan and the Hardcore Closers podcast help, nothing will stop me. All the best, Ryan. PrivateLenderPodcast.com. That's pretty damn cool, man. Actually, there's a lot of nostalgia in this review, actually. And Chad Prio, first of all, I'll tell you a story about Chad. Longtime client of mine. He comes and invests in himself to do, I think it was $20,000 that he paid to come spend a couple days with me. He goes back to his office. He becomes the top producer in his company when literally he was losing everything, and found the money, invested like his last dollar to come and work with me. I turned his business around. He goes back, and his boss and the owner of his company are like, "Hey, man, what the fuck are you doing differently? I thought you lost." He was like top producer, lost his builder account, and then and worked his way back up to being top producer by using our stuff. Notice he worked. We didn't just turn him into a top producer. He worked. He did the work. So his boss says, "Well, I want to know what you did. How can I pay 20 grand to go down there?" And he's like, "Well, Stewman's not for everybody." His boss is cool, but the owner of the company, and they're both very cool. They're both clients of mine now. But the owner of the company is a very straight-laced fella. And he says, "Well, Ryan's not your typical motivational guy, so he's going to be a little different." So Chad calls me and says, "Listen, Johnny and Myatt want to come and spend a day with you and do the same thing that I did. Listen, you can't cuss around them, and you probably need to dress up, because Myatt's worth, we'll just say he's worth a lot." And he's kind of giving me the inside scoop. And so they show up, and I put my best foot forward, and they ended up signing up with me. And, Johnny's still a client. Johnny Fowler is still a client all this time later. And he was just here in the office last week. So because of that relationship with Chad, there's been tons of people that have come through my program using him as a reference. So that's really cool, Cap'n. I appreciate that. And it's just like, now me and Myatt, we're buddies as well. He does a prison ministry, and I've been ministered to while in prison, and now I'm actually going to prisons and not ministering. I guess it is ministering. The Reverend Ryan Stewman coming live from the USP. You know what I'm saying? So Anyway, that's a pretty nostalgic review right there. Congratulations on your new podcast. Before we get into this, I would suggest that you go over and check out closercards.com. Here's the thing about closer cards. You're going to get objections in sales, and flashcards are the best way to prepare yourself for those objections. What happens is we learn addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all this good stuff using flashcards, and then we go into sales as an adult, and our sales manager just tells us, hey, figure it out, fail forward, piss people off until you don't piss them off anymore. And if you have these closer cards, which you write down an objection and you write down a rebuttal on the back end of them, man, it'll change the game for you. It'll help you become better handling objections and better prepare you for when the common objections arise where you're not just like blindsided. So you got to take action. I don't know what objections you get in your business. I wrote like the first 10 common ones down, but after that, all the cards are blank because I don't know what you get. You might work in the jewelry business and you might get, but this diamond's not CSV4 and you get, or whatever the fuck it is, and you get that all the time. I don't know what you sell, so I can't write down every objection. That would be a colossal waste of mine and yours time because you only need to focus on the ones that you actually get. So go over to closercards.com, and just like the podcast guy here did, go ahead and take the upsell on top of that, which is another $47 for the ultimate inbound lead selling system. All right, if you coach a business, pay close attention. First of all, I'd like to preface this episode by saying that I have made over $8 million from coaching people. That's right. In the last, we'll just call it 3 years alone, I've made over $8 million. I stand by that. IRS taxes paid on that, all that good stuff, coaching people. So when I tell you that, and this is real money, this isn't that internet, like we got $8 million worth of contracts. This is motherfucking cash in the bank, okay? Like when I say that we're doing between $400,000 and $500,000 a month, that's not projected income. That's fucking cash in the bank account. Okay, so the things that I'm about to tell you are proven time and time again. They're not some future fucking, well, we took $10,000, $25,000 contracts with $5,000 down on them, so we made $250,000. Nah, bitch, you made $50,000, right? There's a big difference. So when I say money, I'm talking real money. I'm not talking, future, futuristic money. Future. The only future is the rapper Future. They got that lick talk, that slick talk. That's what the coaches do. That's a lot of them. They got that lick talk, that slick talk. That's exactly what they do. They go out and they rent Lamborghinis and take pictures and they rent fucking airplanes. I know. I see these motherfuckers every day. Right now, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to fucking tell it how it is. Right now, I know that everybody just left Funnel Hacking Live and I see more bullshit ads in my motherfucking newsfeed than I've ever seen before. Why? Because everybody's all jazzed up on the fucking the juice that they think they can become a coach, and these motherfuckers ain't got no success. I've got 55 people in my $25,000 for 6 month program. It's $25,000 to work with me personally for 6 months. I don't work with losers. I only focus my time on working with winners. But here's the thing. I have people all the time that hit me up and they say, hey man, I want to do your coaching thing where you can teach me to be a coach. You can teach me to build a better business. And I'm like, cool. Where have you won at in the past? And they're like, oh, I'm struggling right now. And like, bitch, if you're struggling, how the fuck you gonna coach somebody? If you're struggling, you're gonna coach somebody? Like, I'm not a marriage coach. I've been divorced 3 motherfucking times. Now I should be a divorce coach. I'm fucking really good at those. But I'm not a marriage coach. I've been divorced 3 fucking times. I shouldn't be teaching anybody how to be married. I'm lucky I got the fucking wife I got now. But when I started this business, I started off teaching loan officers how they could do more loans and get business from real estate agents because I lost my license the last year that I did loans. I stopped in March and I'd already made $100,000 for the fucking year, right? I was already successful the previous year to that. 2009, the worst year on record for mortgages. I made $300,000, did 183 loans. So like I knew my shit. It wasn't like, man, I really suck as a loan officer. Maybe I should fucking teach other loan officers how to suck too. But I see this shit every day. This shit pisses me. I'm getting angry, goddammit. Because I see this shit every day. Motherfuckers suck at life and they're trying to coach other people on some hypothetical shit that they've never done themselves. You see, I built real businesses before. I built real business. I built a real estate business. I still have a real estate business with over $2 million in fucking assets on the ground right now. I built a real fucking business. We have a vitamin business. Is it making me rich? No, but it's a real fucking business that we built up that does multiple 6 figures a year. They probably do $1 million this year. It's not all profit, but it's still fucking a business that we built. I built a mortgage business from fucking scratch to branch manager, from fucking washing cars to slinging loans to running my own branch to now I've bought and sold over 50 homes. I've ran and still continue to run real business. Coaching is my main source of income. I'm not going to lie. And really, I wouldn't even say it's coaching. It's consulting is my main source of income. I'm not even going to lie about that. I'm proud of it. I fucking got a talent for it. I'm good at this shit. That's why I'm going to share some cool stuff with you. Those of you that want to get into it, or those of you that want to take your existing coaching business to the next level. I think that if you're good at something already, you should help other people become good at it too. And you should get paid for things that you're good at. I think if you suck at something, you should have no fucking purpose. And you should just shut the fuck up about whatever the fuck it is that you suck at. And you shouldn't be telling, if you fucking suck at Facebook ads and you haven't made $1 million from Facebook ads, you should shut the fuck up about Facebook ads, right? If you suck at sales and you got fired from your last 3 sales jobs because you didn't meet quota, you should not be teaching motherfuckers sales. We clear on that? Here's what I know. I'm going to say this before we get into it. Why can't motherfuckers just lead on the level they're on? I'm going to ask again, why can't motherfuckers just lead on the level that they're on? If you make $5,000 a month, there's nothing wrong with that. $60,000 is fucking good money to some people. Why don't you find those people and show them how they can make $5,000 a month? Guess what? You help 10 or 15 people make $5,000 a month. Then guess what? You probably made $25,000 to $50,000 a month. You help another 5 or 10 people make $25,000 to $50,000 a month. Then guess what? You've made $100,000 a month, and so on and so forth. But instead, motherfuckers that make $5,000 a month go, I will show you how to make $1 million this year. Bitch, how the fuck you gonna show somebody how to do something that you ain't never done? That's like me being a golf coach and I don't even know what the fuck 7-iron is. What, a bag? A putter? I don't fucking know. Doesn't make any sense. But that's what happens in this world. It's unregulated. I got into this business because I was forced to find another alternative without a boss, without a license, all this other shit. And so I got into the consulting and coaching industry because it's not regulated. But now I realize that as a direct response of it not being a direct result of it not being regulated, a lot of other motherfuckers get in here and just lie their ass off. Don't fake it till you make it. Believe until you achieve. Real talk. Don't fake it till you make it. Believe until you achieve. Like if you believe that you can help other people make $5,000 a month because you've done it, then you'll help them make that money. They'll be grateful. You'll have made more money. You can help a little bit higher tax bracket. But if you've never made that money, then you don't have any right trying to tell someone how to make $1 million when you haven't made it yourself. And also, just while we're at it, stop fucking lying. Stop lying. Stop inflating your numbers. Stop lying about the shit. There's motherfuckers see through you like a fucking clear pane of glass after a spray of Windex. And we ain't fucking stupid. And then the people that don't see through you are fucking idiots. They're retarded motherfuckers. And guess what happens to those fucking people? They don't get results. And then all of a sudden you're all over the fucking ripoff report because fake attracts fake. And bullshitters attract bullshitters. And dumb fucks are attracted to other dumb fucks. And so you just live in this orgy of dumb fuckery that you're never going to get away from. Okay, so knock it the fuck off. Now, for the rest of you that are enlightened by this message today, I'm going to help you build a successful coaching business, all right? Which brings us to number 1. And I think I've already discussed this one. Actually be good at what you coach before you coach it. I think I just handled that pretty fucking well right there. So we'll just leave the rant alone. But that is, I got a little ahead of myself there. But actually be good at what you coach before you coach it. You shouldn't have the blind leading the blind. If you make $5,000 a month, help somebody make $5,000 a month. There's nothing wrong with that. You help enough people make $5,000 a month, you'll make more money than $5,000 a month, then move on. When I did mortgages, I never did over $3 million a month. I didn't. Most of my loans were small. And because that was the level that I had confidence on. If I was to go back in the mortgage business today, I'd do a lot of bigger loans because I'm more confident. But when I was younger, that was what I did. Most of my loans were between $100,000 to $180,000. And I never did more than $3 million in a month. I shouldn't say that. Maybe occasionally I did, but like my average month was $3 million. So when I started coaching people, guess what I coached people to? $2 million a month. Hey, if you're not making at least $2 million, and then once I got somebody to $5 million a month, I went, oh shit, I've helped somebody make $5 million a month. Hey, if you're not making $5 million a month, let me show you how to get there. And then I got somebody to $10 million, and my message went, hey, if you're not making $10 million a month, let me show you how Chad Prio did it, right? For example, the guy that we just talked about in the review. Then it was like, hey, if you're not making, I got somebody to $20 million. Hey, if you're not making $20 million a month, let me show you how Brandy and Jim did it. And I just, as I got better and I got people results, I started moving up. I didn't start out going, hey, let me show you how to do $20 million a month. First of all, most people don't even think that's possible. And second of all, I didn't want to lead above the level that I was on. I actually wanted to do some shit before I coached it. Now I'm like, hey, let me show you how to get to $200 million a year. I know how to do it. I've got clients that have done it. I have not done it personally because if I was still in the business, I'd like to think that I would now because I know. But I have clients that I've helped through our systems be able to get to that level. Multiple clients, mind you. And so that's what I help people with. And really these days, I don't work with a lot of loan officers. I work with people who coach loan officers. I work with people who are top producing loan officers, branch managers, business owners, and stuff like that. But my core business is no longer built around just loan officers and real estate agents. I like working with entrepreneurs and business people and coaches because that's what I do. You see a pattern here? All right. Number 2, be the authority. And so here's the thing about being the authority. You need to be the person that when people think about whatever it is that you sell, they think about you. When someone thinks about sales, they think about Zig Ziglar, Grant Cardone, and Ryan Stewman. And if not, they're living in the dark ages. But you ask the majority of people, especially good salespeople, who they think of when it comes to sales in the modern age, they're going to say me and Grant. And the reason why is because I've become the authority. Grant's got like a 30-year head start on me. He turned 60 this year. And he's been in the business a hell of a lot longer than I have. I've been in this business since 2010, but really I didn't get started until about 5 years ago because I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. I got thrown into this shit, and I'd managed social media in the beginning. From 2010 to 2014, I managed social media for realtors and loan officers and shit like that. I didn't even coach people because I didn't feel like I had anything that I could coach for them. But guess what? Now I'm the authority in this business. How did I do it? By demonstration. I created a Facebook page. I started running Facebook ads, and then I started teaching people how I made money from Facebook ads. Imagine that, right? I'm actually doing what the fuck I said I was going to do. I started a blog. I started writing. I started making videos on the blog. The blog gets over 1 million views a year. Bam, I start teaching people how to write blogs and start teaching them the same resources that I use to get there. I started organically getting hundreds of likes on my Facebook posts, and I started attracting people every single day. They hit me up and buy my shit from me. I start teaching people how to do the same thing. I became the authority by demonstrating first that I was good at this shit. When you come to pay me, you don't have to guess, well, man, maybe Stewman's good at this shit. You can look, you can go, dude's got fucking massive shares on his blog post. Dude's got massive engagement on his Facebook page. He's got the largest sales group on Facebook. Like there's all these things that line up that you go, man, the dude probably knows what the fuck he's talking about. He's an authority in the marketplace. So I want you to think about the same thing. I'm in Forbes. I'm in Huffington Post, Entrepreneur Inc., Fast Company, you name it. I'm in there, TheStreet.com, Wall Street Journal. I'm in all these different publications because that's what you got to do to become the authority. If Forbes ain't talking about you, you ain't the fucking authority. If Entrepreneur don't have multiple articles about you, not just the ones that I've written either, I'm talking about other articles that other people have written about. I was just quoted in Entrepreneur yesterday by some random person. And so if you're not getting, why? Because I'm the authority. And so if you're going to be a successful coach, you need to be the authority. You need to make it to where, like right now, if somebody says, hey, who's good at helping loan officers get to the next level in life, people are going to tag me in it. Hey, who's good at coaching that understands this stuff and has helped other coaches build, 7-figure coaching businesses? I'm going to get tagged in that shit. Why? Because I'm the authority. Number 3, be brutally honest, but actually care. Now, this is a delicate balance because we live in a world full of participation trophy winning fucking snowflakes. I have pissed off a lot of clients. I understand the error of my ways, so I'm going to share this with you. This is one thing that I realized last year. I pissed off a guy who didn't shut the fuck up for 4 fucking months on Facebook. Every day there's like a group of like 6 people that are all fake ass motherfuckers that just bitch all day, every day about me, right? And I haven't heard from them lately, but I'm sure they're just fucking waiting to listen to this podcast and fire the old bitch machine right the fuck back up. You know what I'm saying? And fuck those guys. But here's the thing. I would be brutally honest with people. Hey, you're not living congruent. Hey, you need to give up cocaine. Hey, you need to quit fucking buying hookers. You're married. And people would be like, I didn't hire you to talk to me about my personal life, Stewman. I hired you to help you with my business. You're a fucking asshole, and I'm going to fucking ruin you. Like, you're going to ruin me? Dude, you're doing a really good job ruining your own life. I got 10 people, like Low Energy Robert, Lindsay, Pat, and Roxanne, and Francisco, and about 10 other people got access to my Facebook account, my Instagram, my Gmail, my financials, all this other shit, right? Like, these are people that I trust that work for me. I can't be a shady motherfucker. There's too many people that can hold that shit against me. The reason why I don't have a bunch of bad reviews and shit like that online is because I always do what the fuck I say I'm going to do. And even when I piss the people off, then I've still done what the fuck I'm supposed to do. But the thing is, people hire me for business. So when I gave them personal advice, they would tell me to fuck off and get all defensive and shit. Well, now I realize as a coach, when you hire me, I'm helping you level up in every area of your life. And that's part of our agreement. If I tell you need to fix some shit at home, Motherfucker, you need to fix some shit at home. And being brutally honest is most coaches, and we just established this in number one, most coaches are full of shit. So they're not brutally honest. They're brutally fucking lying, and they act like they care, and they could give a fuck about anything other than money, and they're consistently lying. If you want to build a business that lasts, like I've been online for 8 years now, and I have like maybe two maximum bad reviews. And the reason why is because I fucking brutally honest, and I really do care. I care if somebody's successful. I care. You see that this review that we have on this podcast here, the guy said, I heard about you from Chad Priel. I fucking care about Chad. I care about Johnny Fowler. I care about Maya. I care about their company's success. I care about them going from 600 million to $1 billion. I care about those fucking people. When they come into my world, I'm so fucking honored that they fucking paid me that I want to over deliver for them. Hell, I'm one of the worst people on the planet with boundaries, because somebody will pay me and they'll overstep their fucking boundaries 1,000,000 times. And I care so damn much, I don't want to tell them no. First of all, I hate being told no. If you want to piss me off, tell me no. I hate no with a motherfucking passion. If I could get a murder rap for killing no, I would kill that motherfucker. However, since I hate it, I don't like to say it either. I don't like to tell people no. And sometimes motherfuckers will be habitual line steppers and step over their boundaries. But here's what I know. I'm brutally honest with people, and I give a fuck about their success. That's why the people that work with me actually win, is because I'm not like we have a saying over here at Hardcore Closer Land. Somebody doesn't give us money and we celebrate the sale. Somebody gives us money and we celebrate the fact that they've been sold on a new way of thinking. You see, you got to have a bigger purpose than yourself if you're going to be a coach. If you're in this to make money, your shit will eventually die. People won't come back to you. A lot of my clients, their contracts expire, they gone for 6 months, then they end up coming back and buying again. Not because they need new information or whatever. It's just that they know that I give a fuck and they want that feeling again. Number 4, you got to learn to advertise. Now, there's 4 major parts to advertising, okay? If you can't just build a coaching business on word of mouth, especially if you used to be good at something, you probably pissed a lot of people off. Like I was good at mortgages, so I took a lot of mortgage business from other people. And as a direct result of me taking other mortgage business from other people, a lot of people wouldn't do business with me because they're like, fuck that guy. He used to take deals from me, right? Smart people were like, fuck, I want to learn how he used to take deals from me. But assholes would be like, fuck that guy. He used to take deals from me. And so you're going to have to learn to advertise to cold traffic, okay? And when you advertise to cold traffic, it works like this. You have to learn copywriting. You have to learn how to write compelling words, right? You have to learn how to run ads. You have to learn proper marketing, and you have to be good at social media. Once you learn those things, which you can join our program, BFA Entourage, we teach all of that in there, $3,000 a year. So every year for less than $8 a day, you can be joined up with us and you can learn all of those things inside there. But advertising is going to be key and crucial to you growing and building a successful coaching business. And number 5, hire professionals to help you grow. Just like I offered you to go to bfaentourage.com and grow your business through learning this stuff. Once you learn it and you nail it, then you scale it. Okay. Once you understand advertising, then you can train somebody else. I understood how to podcast, and I trained Low Energy Robert how one of my podcasts ran. Every week when I show up, Robert's got my fucking, we should call him Energy Robert now. He's like mid energy since he quit smoking weed with me too. So mid energy Robert, just Energy Robert. He has my notes ready. He has everything lined out for me. We have a communication process that we go through, and I have learned, he's the pro, and he's helped me grow. And because of that, it's maximized my time, minimized my stress, and really helped me out. And that's why he's been with me for 2 years and never been fired. You know, I think he's the only person that's been with me for that long that hasn't been fired. Hell, I've even let Lindsay go once or twice over the years. So Low Energy Robert really knows how to fucking lurk. He's like a professional lurker. He knows how to fucking avoid trouble. He's like, oh shit, he's in a bad mood. I'm not messaging him. I'm not getting on his radar. I'm just going to lay low because that's what I do. So, all right, number 1, actually be good at what you coach before you coach it. Number 2, be the authority in your industry. Number 3, be brutally honest yet caring. Number 4, you got to learn to advertise if you're going to grow. Number 5, make sure you outsource and scale because you can't run a multi-million-dollar business by yourself. The only person I know that can run it, that can make 7 figures a year from coaching and not have a single fucking employee is Kevin Nations. If you are not Kevin Nations, that shit's not going to happen for you. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to hire employees and all that other stuff. Make sure you go over to closercards.com and grab your stack of free closer cards. Well, they're not free. I'm sorry. Grab your stack of closer cards with free shipping and handling. They're $9.99. They'll help you get better at handling objections. They'll make you a better salesperson. You can go over and get the audiobook of Elevator to the Top at elevatortothetop.com. Make sure you share this on Facebook, send in an email, share it with a friend that wants to become a coach. Leave me a review on iTunes, and we'll catch you next week right here on the next week's podcast, Hardcore Closer Podcast. Later.